So we will be starting soon. Let me get into some intros, I guess. So our two runners here are DreamFox and Googler, some of the best players for this game. So this is going to be a good run, hopefully. This isn't any percent tournament, but they will not be running any percent. They will be running all achievements. So this will be an exciting run, hopefully. All achievements is a very different from very different from any percent. So it's basically the 100% of this game. So I will try and do my best to kind of go over all the differences. It's going to be very difficult for both of these runners. And yeah, so counting down here, we're just about to start, and we're going to see the first area of this game, which will likely be the hardest area of the game. Since this is all achievements, they will have to play on Insane. So any hit here will kill them. They also will not be able to hit the retry button, which is an achievement. So they'll have to exit out to the title screen each time they die. And they will also need to get 100% maps. They're going to have to go through rooms that you normally would. And then also notably, they can't kill any enemies. So usually on Insane, in this area, you rely on killing a few of these imps or very RNG. They will not be killing anything. They will be kind of at the mercy of things. And yeah, they look like they're both good. Got through that first room okay. That can be a little bit tricky, especially when you have to come through that bottom room. I'm assuming both are going to take a safety save. Yes, they both took a safety save. Yeah, so let's see. It looks like Googler is just a little bit ahead. Yeah, getting through these rooms too is really dangerous. So let's see if both of these players can get through. Oh, good. They're both very scared. It's very skilled. I would have so much difficulty through this without killing anything or without taking a hit there. And that's like the worst place you can die, because you'd have to go all the way back. And some notable routing differences here. So DreamFox skipped the Ivory Bug and then skipped the Vitality Fragment. And was also already at 80 money. So she took the very first chest. Oh, and wow, that roll. Yeah, these imps are terrible, but she handled that really well. And while I was talking about that, Googler took a death, so I'm gonna have to go back to that previous didn't quite see that, but I hope yeah, so every time they die, they're gonna have to go back to that title screen and then go into the save. Fortunately, you can hold any button, and it'll skip a lot of the intro cuts and stuff that you would have to do that. Oh, and wow, and DreamFox does his first fight, or the first boss idea, gets the quick kill first time, makes it look easy, and it's gonna come ahead with a pretty sizable lead on this coming out of the Grove. The Grove is definitely going to be the hardest area in general in this run, so getting out of it with 3 minutes is pretty impressive. And just since Dream is the only one that's actually run this category, the world record that she has is currently 33 minutes, 38 minutes, one of those two. I think it might be 38 minutes. So this is going to be a pretty long run here. Handled that one very well, and we'll see if Googler misses that quick kill. That's going to be setting him behind just a little bit more. I think he was trying to go for like a backup there, but yeah, it's not really getting what we want there with the Via fight. And while I'm saying that, in fact, getting into the second fight, into this Mocha Lubello 1 fight, Item. I'm interested in why she did the crystal seed on the 3rd slot. Usually you put it on the 1st slot, but maybe there's some reason to that. Also got a little bit unlucky with Mocha there. Didn't get it. Didn't get the kill or like enough health there before he kind of did another attack. Let's see. Will we get a dive here? No. It doesn't look like we will. But did get the little orbs, which is a little unfortunate. And so now Googler's also out of that area, out of the grove, and he's going to be heading to this fight as well. Yeah, so this is a good start to both of them, I think. DreamFox is ahead by like a minute, I think. I'd say about a minute, but you know, in this run, I think there's a lot of room here. I'm not sure how close it'll end up being, but it might be really close. It might not be. I don't know exactly how much each of them has prepared for this. Googler hasn't ever submitted a run for this category, so I guess we'll see. Oh, and it scared me a little bit with that roll there, but he did manage to not take any damage from Mocha, so that's going to be good. And notably with the routing here, DreamFox is going to go up and above instead of going below. So he's going to do Arsonist next, which is in an 80% going to be your 3rd boss, but here we're going to do it 2nd. Or I guess do it 3rd, but usually it's the 4th. I forgot to count Adia there. And yeah, that was a good fight by Googler. Sorry, I solo commentating here, so kind of have to, and I'm kind of recovering from a cold too, so just trying to get my voice to actually survive this whole thing. But yeah, no dives for Lubella here for either player yet. They will have to fight her once more. And wow, really good movement there from DreamFox doing the you have to do that jump roll there to get the ivory bug like that. And yeah, she's gonna go above, take the get all of the map unlocked here, so you kind of have to go out of your way. Normally you would never see these rooms in a like any other speedrun. Literally no category does this except for this one. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. See, ooh, that's really unfortunate. I thought she definitely avoided that damage, but I guess not. So, just making it a little closer to for Googler to come back here. And yeah, that's just how this run is going to be for a little bit. They will be getting the vitality fragments, so eventually they will be able to take a hit. Just one, though. So yeah, so this early section, like the first 15 minutes, I would say, probably, maybe even less than that, it's going to be kind of hazardous, because every enemy can kill you. And then towards the end of the run, enemies can basically kill you in one hit, even if you have all the vitality, so it really could just end, or not end, but, you know, lose like a minute out of nowhere just from taking a hit. So DreamFox is getting into the Arsonist fight. Is gonna do, it's basically exactly the same as you would do in 80%, because you don't miss, like, you have all the items you would have. You just don't have cat form, so, which you don't use for the fight specifically. Getting a little bit unlucky. She did kind of go to the left more than DreamFox would have liked, I think. And also, yeah, just isn't able to get any melee hits here. So Googlers actually might be able to catch up here with sort of the routing that Googler did. I wasn't paying enough attention. I don't think Googler went up and to the right. I'd like to see his map, but I can't quite. I wish I could have had a way of seeing him, but he has to bring it up for me to check. I don't know when he's gonna do that. I took a hit there, so he's gonna just restart. That makes sense. Yeah, so DreamFox is gonna maintain that lead now. Gonna get the item that the Pocket Incendiary, which is gonna buff a lot of the damage from the Bachman patch and also the arrows and melee, but mostly the Bachman patch right now. And also now we got the fragment. I've kind of just been ignoring sort of explaining the game and how it works. But the fragment now allows dashes. So the fastest form of movement currently is a roll and then a jump and then a dash. And you have to be in the air to do that dash. So we'll see. DreamFox is going to be continuing to go that way. Going up and then probably going to have to go, into every single one of these little tiny rooms. Googler's fight is looking really good. He managed to get Arsonist didn't take any damage, and also she was kind of far to the right. It could have been a little further to the right, but still pretty good. DreamFox, though, is killing it with this movement. So mad props to DreamFox for being able to, do these rooms so cleanly. This is, like, not really something that either of them have practiced a ton. I'm assuming DreamFox has practiced more, just because she at least has run this in the past. So, but I say that, but Googler has also done the All Vitality Ivory Bugs category, and that's similar in some regards to this. So he should know where all of the fragments and Ivory Bugs are pretty confidently, and like kind of know a lot of these rooms, how to do them like fast. Maybe not as fast as for any percent, but I don't know. I don't know exactly how much he has or has not practiced. But yeah, took an unlucky death there, so it's going to be a little bit further behind DreamFox here. DreamFox going for the earlier Vitality fragment. I think... I'm not sure. There's no set-in-stone way of doing the routing for this, so... I am like kind of clueless on what is actually fastest here. I know in the world record she went for that after coming back up, but I guess now she's going before. I should note the world record is also on a previous version, so I'm really not sure what like the current version is going to be. And while I was saying that, Googler took another unfortunate death. Oh wait, no, he did save. Okay. Ooh, he really scared me there when he went to the right. So if he hadn't saved after that fight, he would have had to redo like 2 minutes worth of stuff. But fortunately, he had saved, so he's just gonna lose 30 seconds or something. But that really is just how rough this category is. DreamFox is really kind of making it look easy. Like the only mistake so far has been the... Wait. Sorry, I'm so confused at what Googler was doing there. I'm not sure why Googler just did that. Sorry, yeah, I'm a little confused. If you kill any enemies, like I said in the beginning, you aren't gonna get all, like, it's basically void. So, yeah, I don't know why he was intentionally shooting there. I think I missed something. But yeah, this is, hopefully he'll be able to get out of this room soon, because DreamFox is gonna be getting really far ahead if he can't get out of this soon. Yeah, I guess I'll just... Okay, this time he did... Okay, he should be good now. I thought he was good earlier. I really don't understand what happened there. Sorry for... I should be more familiar with this game, but I don't know. It's hard to see exactly. This is a run you really never see, so... Oh, whoa, and they're doing... Okay, I guess it's also, they're allowing skips. I'm sure they discussed that beforehand, so that I wasn't aware of. I knew they were going to do all achievements, but they're also going to do the no major glitches. So they're going to allow kind of skipping keys. So like you saw DreamFox doing the door clip. And you can do that because of, like, when you change forms, the human form is bigger than the cat form. But you're not supposed to be able to jump, but by pausing, you can jump, is basically the simplest way I think I can explain it. So, yeah, you're just, like, allowing yourself to have enough time to make a jump there. Okay, so now Googler is going to be going into the Lubella 2 fight here, which is... I'm gonna go really quickly with that Bachman patch and the incensory. So that'll do like insane damage, and she just basically wilts away. DreamFox going into this oh no, miss the jump. So yeah, that's a really dangerous room when you can't kill enemies, because you get stuck so easily. Like the imps and the little flyer dudes, they kind of like force you to stand in specific spots, so it can be really difficult to get through that. But, you know, that's just making it giving a little bit more breathing room to Googler here. And Googler seems like he's struggling a little bit to catch up here, because he was already a little behind, but that getting stuck in the cinder chambers is really hard to get out of. Yeah, so as you can see, DreamFox can now take a hit, so didn't just immediately die there, which is good. That's nice, because you know, if you're on 1 health the entire game, it can be really rough to recover from anything. Yeah, so now, looks like she's gonna be going through some different areas. She's gotta go... Oh, and that's really unfortunate from Googler. He died again. Oh, and he's gotta go all the way back too, so... yeah, that's a really annoying death to take, because he's gotta get through everything, go back and get everything. Oh gosh, so many deaths. Wow. Yeah, so that was a pretty big death from Googler. Less big from DreamFox, because the save's right there. But yeah, Googler's gotta go back and go, you know, through each of these rooms, grab the different ivory bugs. Fortunately, both of them have the dash already, so there's really there's nothing left in terms of speed tech, so they can go as fast as they can go, basically. But yeah, Googler didn't grab the Vitality Fragment earlier, so he does have to go to the right here, and he does have to pick it up. I'm not sure if he's going to go through the door and do the skip. Because I'm sure that DreamFox got it earlier because she has the cat form and can do the skip through the door skip. So I guess we'll see here, because if he doesn't go for the door skip, I'm really not sure. Oh wait, he killed an enemy. Oh gosh. Oh, he did it on unknowingly. Oh, that's rough. That's so rough. Oh no. Oh gosh. Googler. Oof. Yeah, so I was wondering what he was gonna do next, but then I completely missed the fact that he just killed an enemy, so he has to restart again. Yeah, so DreamFox is gonna be really ahead now, unless like unless she gets stuck on something, which is, you know, very possible. This run is pretty brutal in basically every way, because it requires everything, and also on the hardest difficulty, so there's like, you know, you have to do everything all at once. They're gonna both have to go out of their way and grab that item. That is also one of the achievements. They'll have to bring that back to the grove and give the mushroom to the only friendly imp in the game, I believe. And I think DreamFox says that's her favorite quest too, so... glad she's able to do it here. Hopefully doesn't kill anything again. Okay, he makes it through. He's going below. I guess he didn't do the Cinder Chambers. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to DreamFox there. Yeah, so he didn't do everything in the Cinder Chambers, so he's gonna have to go back. Oh, and he's gonna climb the ladder. Okay, so he's doing more of like a tradition, like a legacy routing here. Whereas DreamFox is doing the NMS, or the no major skips. Yeah, so I'm trying to think in my head what all the differences here are gonna be. I think just in terms of routing, DreamFox's should be faster. I hope they both knew they could do the glitch, because that would be a little unfair if not, but that was a good movement there too, because that can be hard when that hits you. So now DreamFox is going to be getting into like the last boss before the kind of the end game with Frida here, and is going to get the last fragment, and then they'll be able to move on to the Pinacotheca and Karst Castle. Both once they both get it, they'll both be able to do that. Oh, I took a damage. I think maybe she just timed the she thought she had more invincibility frames. That is a really hard fight because you can't kill the dog. So basically neither of these players on this fight are gonna want the dog to spawn because they can't kill the dog. So I think she was trying to do the fight without killing that, but I'm not sure exactly. And you can see that she's checking the map. She has to get you have to go above a little bit to get that map fully there. So good checking by her, because you would not want to have to go all the way back to get that. And now Googler's getting this also very tricky. Ooh, wow! And I can't believe that didn't kill him. A very tricky vitality fragment there, and he does get it. Neat. Okay, no, he is gonna go for it. Oh, I was so certain he was gonna die there, but he did make it through. He did do the skip there. So. Oh, okay. So you can kill the dog in the boss fight. That's a good clarification to be made there. Then I don't know why she was doing that, to be honest. Maybe she doesn't realize you can kill the dog. But it doesn't matter. She kills Frida now. The doesn't take any hit either, so does get the sparse thread. I'm not sure if they actually really need the sparse thread, but it does save 10 seconds probably overall. So I mean, it's still helpful, but they kind of didn't have it on the earlier fight, so it doesn't save as much time. So now Dream's going to be going back to get all of the stuff in the grove that you can't do when you first come. So that would be this passage here to get this vitality fragment. I think she also skipped the other vitality fragment. So she's going to get that. And then she's also going to turn in the mushroom. Ooh, wow. I thought for sure that a dagger had hit her, but no, that was nerves of steel there. She also might have been fine from the from just being in from grabbing the vitality fragment. And that's kind of the only enemy that looks like that is gonna be just kind of in that room. There's just like an item there that you can get at the beginning of the game, but you don't need, so we never see it in the speedrun except for here. Just kind of a cool note. And I do say I think Dream's routing is just going to be a little bit better. Like, Googler already grabbed a few of these. Like, he grabbed the Ivory Bug and the Vitality Fragment, but he will still have to come back, so. Oh, and wow, and showing off some swag, too. Doing the, kind of frame... I'm pretty sure it's frame perfect, but it's, like, on the same... It's, like, input perfect. So, like, you have to hit the item as you're talking so that you transform and then transform back. Just a cool little neat trick. Otherwise, you would have to transform after the fight. And Dreams also... I could have noted this earlier. Dreams also messed with all of the names of places and stuff, so it's all kind of not base game. if anyone's been keeping track. I'm not going to call out any of the things I see that she's changed, just because I'm already kind of struggling to keep track of both of these players here on this run. But yeah, so now that Dream is in the... Oh wait, sorry, I had said that that was the last fight to get into the Pinacotheca, but no, there's one more. Going to be fighting Fennel, so gonna grab the Monastery Key and grab all of the other things in this area, so that Vitality Fragment, and I think that should be the map. Almost, no wait, no, there's like a big area you have to go through that you would never go through, because there's nothing there. So yeah, Dream's gonna, I'm assuming, warp back and then go up and do that area. So now we'll see how Googler's fight here goes with Frida. DreamFox did lose a lot of time on this fight, so I guess best case scenario, Googler just does this fight first try. I mean, he needs basically everything he can get right now. He does get dogs. He does kill them, but as he must know that that's fine. So yeah, does a good fight there. There's that weird little I guess monk thing, priest or something. He's also the only enemy like that in the game, so it's kind of just off in a separate area. They do grab the Tainted Missive, so she will have the Tainted Missive for the boss fight. I'm not sure if I'm not sure how, like, I don't think you need it for Fennel, so I kind of don't think she'll use it. Yeah, she didn't. So it's just gonna be like basically the same as any percent. Does take a little bit extra hits there, so but it's gonna be fine. So yeah, that was pretty quick, but almost exactly the same as any percent if you're familiar with that run. I haven't been watching Googler as much, so looks like he's going through the grove pretty well. I'm not sure. I thought he had done some of that, but I guess not. He didn't grab that one because you can't. But he will turn in the quest item, which will be one of the achievements. But as we see here, Dream is now in the Pinacotheca. What is he trying to do here? Oh, I see. The imp was in the way there, so he had to do a little reset of the room so that the imp didn't hit him. But I think he could have taken the hit, but he probably just doesn't want to, which is completely fair. Both of these players are also getting extra money, I should know. Dream is at 201 and Googler's at 128. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what they will be buying. But I guess we'll see if I actually notice it when they do buy. And this is going to be a cool area to watch on Dream's screen because she's gonna have to go through each of these side rooms, grab the bugs. Fortunately, does have all those vitality fragments, so can actually take a hit. And yeah, doing the little cat form hitting of those. You're supposed to take use arrows, but cat form is just faster, so that's what both of these will do. And I didn't actually pay attention. I think Googler might actually be running in the previous version. But yeah, I guess it doesn't matter which one they're running on. Both of these runners. I've never seen that movement either there, so that's an interesting way of doing that room that Dream just did. Did miss the jump there, so she did have to do a little bit of a backup. Meanwhile, Googler is... I don't know if he went high enough to get the map yet. I wish he would check. Just look at your map, please. Oh, and while I was saying that, DreamFox takes a death there. A little bit unfortunate. I don't know how much... Okay, so not much has been done since the last save. I mean, it's not the worst death, but it's obviously not the best either. But Googler will be getting into the Fennel fight soon. He has to grab the Ivory Bug, and he will have to grab the Soft Tissue. I should note that. They will have to do the extra... he has to hit the extra... both of these players have to do the extra boss, because that is also an achievement. So they will eventually have to go back and do that. I believe they will do that when they come back to use the Sealed Wind. And yeah, good fight from Googler. That one's... I would hope he does... Like, he knows how to do Fennel really well, so I would be more surprised if there was an issue here. DreamFox did do the door skip earlier, but because this is all achievements, she does need to get the map. So she does need to walk into these rooms, so there's almost no reason to do the door skip, because you'd still have to go below. And yeah, just going back a little there to unlock that map. And now, as I should have noted, this is Lupiar. The hardest fight in the game, I would say. DreamFox making it look easy. And yeah, doing a really good clean fight there, so no shenanigans from Lupiar, and just gets it. Okay, so I'm not familiar enough with this run. So she just used the Tainted Missive and then switched to Cat. I don't know did she mean to use it? I don't know what she would... Okay, yeah, there's nothing that she needed to use the Tainted Missive for, so it wasn't intentional. I was seriously wondering if that was intentional, but no, it's not. It was just a mistake. And unfortunately, Googler takes a death there, so... that will... Oh, wow. That was a good recovery from DreamFox. Because she can't kill any of the... kill any of the enemies there. When it sits on the jump pad, like, that's the only way up, so you have to go that way. Taking it a little risky here, I think. Personally, I think I would go grab the save first and then do this area, but it definitely... That would do a little bit of backtracking, so... it does make sense that she has to go all the way around here. If she dies, though, it'll be a big time loss, unfortunately. And this is a room that you basically never go to because you don't need to on any of the other categories. And Googler living with a pixel of health there, fortunately gets through, and fortunately he had just enough health to live through that hit, because he just took it right to the face. I'm not sure exactly what the routing is here, but they will... I guess they have to go out of their way a little bit, both of these runners. So they're going to do the Vitality first, and then... Oh, I guess I don't know if Googler is also going to do this routing, but DreamFox is. So she's going to go all the way down, and then grab all of these extra rooms in Karst Castle, and then presumably go back and get the... go bathe the leaf in Hibisco tea and use the Sealed Wind, and then also fight Choir, I'm assuming. Like I said earlier, I'm not exactly sure. Usually I know exactly which route the runners are going to do because it's just any percent, but this is a run that you really never see, so yeah, it's kind of like both of these could be like pioneering new routes for all I know. I'm not super familiar. This is not something I run, so... yeah, so now Googler's getting into the Lupiar fight. Should be fairly simple, I think. Oh, and took a hit. That's really unfortunate. That was Lupiar being a little bit mean. Because that looked good, but he was just a little too close. Yeah, he doesn't want to die with the Tainted Missive, so I think he would be fine. I don't know if he needed to go back and get that safety save. But I guess either way is fine. And DreamFox is just going to take a safety save there. So I guess she's gonna fight... Okay, so maybe she goes all the way up to the end? Wait, but that wouldn't make sense to do, right? Because that... I guess I'm confused about why this is the faster route, but I guess I just don't know exactly. DreamFox still has stuff to do at other locations, but I don't... Oh, this bug, I see. You go for this bug and then you backtrack, maybe? I could see that. Just trying to reset this room, because this room is pain. Yeah, that is all 20s. Oh, okay, I got it. So, needs to get all 20 ivory bugs, and then you can do the bug quest as well. That makes sense. That's a little unfortunate, because you can't... You're gonna have to backtrack a lot of this area, but I guess it's still faster, because you would have to do it regardless. Yeah, so we'll see which order that she does all of this stuff in. Looks like she's gonna go Sealed Wind first, and unlock the door. Meanwhile, Googler is still going through the first time. He just killed an enemy. Or does that count? Does it count if spikes kill? It must not count. Okay. He's doing that very confidently, so if spikes kill, it must just not count against the achievement. Oh, but he dies. Oh, that's unfortunate. Thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, spikes do not count. Okay. Yeah, still a pretty big death from Googler. He was pretty far into the castle, so he's gonna have to redo quite a lot of that. And DreamFox is now gonna just be donating all those ivory bugs, getting some money. I can't remember what else you get from that, but we'll have 700 money now. I guess now would also be the time to spend that money, but I don't remember exactly what you use the money for. And Googler is took another death, so ooh, like just so painful. Like that's just why people don't run this category, because like, oh gosh, if you were like running for like the world record, you'd have to do this so many times. Like every single time you just take a death, it's like a reset in 36 minutes. You know, another 36 minutes, even if you do get the world record. So yeah, hopefully Googler is able to recover a little bit here, because he really needs to. Dream is really running away with this. And she has been ahead the entire time since the beginning, but it is still pretty difficult. And Dream did buy an item. I think that's the one that gives you the damage boost when you're low health. Yeah, looks like it. You get the little ghost Kahos there. It is insane, so usually if you had no vitality, you would just have it the entire time, but because these players have grabbed all of the vitality fragments, it's gonna take a little bit of damage to use. And so now that Dream has all of that, I guess she'll prep for this choir fight. From what I can tell, this is 107, so she should have a really easy time on this compared to 105. Like, with the damage boost of heavy arrows, the necklace of sacrifice, and the tainted missive, yeah, she almost dies in one hit. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that fight is so hard if you can't defeat her, and yeah, if you like even the previous strats, like if you have to do any of her different phases, she's like hard. She's probably harder than Lupiar, just usually not in a speedrun, but like, you know, just if you were to fight her with no items, she would be really, really hard. But yeah, she just goes down so quickly, and the queen is also gonna go down super quickly. But yeah, that's just because of the way the damage works in this game, the heavy arrows, or not just the heavy arrows, but the level 3 charge, that max level charge on the arrows, they do just absurd amounts of damage. It's like more than really anything else in the game. But yeah, now that all that's taken care of, Dream is going to be coming back, backtracking a little bit. I think there's just a little bit of map left. I think that's the only thing left. But I mean, of course, because you know, no, she hasn't gotten to this part of the game yet. So I think that is all of the achievements. Besides, of course, beating the game. So yeah, she will be heading into this final fight. Yeah, that should pretty much, once she gets out of this area, I think she'll be good to go, because the queen fight should really be quite simple. And then she'll, unless, you know, oh, okay. That's a little, throwing the glove or something, I guess. Not even taking that save. So if she does take a hit here, it'll be really bad, but I guess she doesn't want to save because she doesn't want to use 2 tainted missives, which is fair. Yeah, it is a flex. Yeah, as you can see, though this fight just ends completely, like, trivially. So there's like, I don't think the queen can even attack before. Yeah, I don't think queen can fight. Okay, maybe it can get. Okay, no, can't even get one hit in. So there was no chance of dying there, except through tainted missive. So that will be the race for DreamFox. That was a really, really solid run. I believe they will follow up with an any percent run. I'm not sure exactly how it's getting decided, but I think the any percent run is just for fun. But yeah, I guess GG. Googler is definitely the favorite to win. I think if this was any percent, it would be more clear cut. Like, he would have more of an advantage. But yeah, this is definitely more favored for DreamFox here. But that's okay. Googler did agree to do this, so you know, I'm sure he's completely fine with taking a loss here. And he isn't completely out of the tournament either. So even if he does lose. So yeah, I mean, he should be finishing up soon. He just put in the ivory bug quest. He's gonna have to buy the sacrifice necklace, and then he will have to do choir. So he does still have a few things he needs to do. But he will, you know, still have a pretty okay time. 42 minutes, or 40 minutes in general, is long compared to all of the other categories, but also, you know, for as rough as this category really is, that's still really good time. Because, you know, you can just get stuck on something for what feels like ages. So, yeah, so like that 40:39 from DreamFox, that's only a few minutes off of world record. That's really quite a good run. And Googler was always going to be fighting a little uphill here because he doesn't have quite as much experience with this category. He's just filling out the map here too, so I can't exactly recall all of the map locations they need to go to fill it out, because both of these players took a little bit different routing. And yeah, so I think some of the routing probably affects when they need to do the map clear, like finding stuff on the map, because Googler didn't go for that skip. I think it was just it ends up being a little different. I could be wrong about the reason though. And now the Googler will also do the choir fight. He didn't... that was unfortunate. I think maybe he thought he could take the hit and he would be at Necklace of Sacrifice levels. He wasn't low enough health to use that, so I'm not sure why exactly he did the strat like that. Okay, yeah, this time he just does 3. But yeah, I mean, this fight should go pretty quickly once he's all set up. He should know, because I think he's also done a lot more. Oh. Did he? I'm not sure what he did there that caused why he couldn't kill earlier, but, yeah, I'm not familiar enough with this boss fight. I think his Tainted Missive ran out, which is a little unfortunate. That means he couldn't get the kill. But he still gets the kill pretty quickly, so well done. So now he will just have to... He's gotten everything. He just needs to... oh yeah, just finishing up the map. He just needs to get through the Karst Castle, do a little bit of the map, and then... yeah, he'll be done as well. So hopefully he can get through this area. This area can be quite a gauntlet. It's not so bad. Now that with all the vitality fragments, there's enough health to actually, you know, take a hit or 2. But you know, still at this stage, really not something you want to have to do. Yeah, the damage buff. The damage buff is like triply effective as from what it really ideally should be too, with how the damage bonuses work. Like, because it gets like it's basically like, you know, the damage of the arrow to the 3rd power or whatever, which is pretty insane, because of how the buffs all like stack on each other. So any, like, because the level 3 got buffed, you know, just by a few damage points, it doesn't seem like that much, but, you know, that adds up when you multiply it a few times. And Googler did take the save, maybe just not as confident here. Oh, okay, just not... I don't think that's faster, but I don't know if he grabbed a health item, so I guess maybe he couldn't use the Tainted Missive. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna lose out, like, a lot of damage because he doesn't have the Necklace of Sacrifice, which is really unfortunate, but maybe he just isn't familiar with... Oh, you know what? He's not on 107, it doesn't matter. I forgot. At least I don't think he's on 107. Yeah, so he's doing, like, older strat, so his queen is just gonna be worse regardless. It's still gonna be really fast. I mean, yeah, this is definitely the old strat, so... and yeah, that's time for him. GG's. Okay, so now... now I guess we'll go into an 80%, but... GG's to both of these players. 40 minutes and 47 minutes might not seem super close, but... I mean, both of those times are really good, so those are nothing to scoff at by any means. I would struggle to get probably sub an hour on this if I were to really even try. Yeah, so we are going to do one more of 80%. Well, while that gets set up. Yeah, so that was a pretty chaotic run. Hopefully I did it justice. I know I'm probably not the most qualified in terms of commentating this, but I'm not sure who really is. Probably DreamFox, if I'm being honest. But she's in the race, so I guess I just have to do my best. But yeah, that was a really interesting run. It can really show like just how hard that all achievements really is, because that I was expecting, to be honest, I was expecting the Grove to be a lot longer than it was for both players. Like they both got out of the Grove pretty quickly. I think Googler took one death, but DreamFox I think got through it without dying, which is incredibly difficult on Insane without killing any enemies. And also, you have to grab a few of the ivory bugs and stuff too. So you're kind of going out of your way, and just everything about the Grove is a pain. Oh, okay, wait, sorry, never mind. I need to click done for both of these. Never mind, we probably will not be doing another run. Okay, yeah, just confirming it. And then, let me see if I can. They should be coming in soon. Let me. And okay, yeah, they're both coming in. Yeah, now to check if they both got all the achievements. I think they both did get all the achievements. I'm assuming you both. And now that you're both here, did you both use the plugin?
I used it.
Yes.
I used it.
I had one death because I reloaded.
Oops.
Yeah,
So it's
mine
like 1
was
minute 30.
Yeah, mine was all green.
Nice. And then, I guess, where to start on this one? This is a long run.
It is a long run. It's a very complicated run because there are so many small things you need to do and avoid. Make sure, like, oh, okay, not dying. That's kind of easy to keep track of, but making sure you don't kill any enemies, making sure that you grab all of the map, that's a bit trickier.
It is certainly very tricky. How much preparation did both of you do? Any?
I mean, I have
Barely
done.
any.
I have done a lot of. Well, I have done a few runs during the past weekend or so, and then I have ran this category before. I am the only one with a run of this category in the leaderboard, so I had, experience from before this even. So,
But you used a different routing, so it wasn't like.
I mean, only a small change
Okay,
with.
it's only small change. I saw some things different, so it wasn't exactly the same, and it's different version too. So.
Yeah, but this version is easier because you have more damage. So being able to complete the Delete Queen and Choir just makes this patch. It makes it really fun to run all achievements on this patch.
I just didn't have any warm up beforehand. My movement was awful. There was really just nothing I could rely on when it came to my movement. So
Yeah, it's a really tricky.
there's not much I could say.
Yeah, and the movement is unforgiving in this category with having 1 health and any movement mistake basically killing you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had a fairly kind Grove. The imps weren't too bad. I remember I had to do some weird dodge shenanigans, but it worked out for me without too much hassle, which was nice because the Grove, that's the one area where you usually get stuck if you get stuck in this category, because the imps.
That's what I was expecting, but both of you got through it like pretty cleanly. Like Googler did take a death, whereas I don't think you did, DreamFox. But
No, I got through it
took one?
cleanly. Yeah.
Okay.
The Grove was a little bit better than my past attempts today, so there
Well,
was
yeah.
that. Cinder Chambers was going okay at the start, but then I just screwed it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it. Ugh.
Okay, so someone in chat asked, and I also was curious, why did you kill that statue? I was so confused. Did something happen?
That's just something I normally do. That was just instinct, so I just did it, and then I just like, I was like, what am I doing?
Oh, well, I thought that's what you did a few times in the run, like later, but I really was confused on that one because I wasn't
No,
sure like if that was intentional,
it
but
was completely unintentional.
that sucks.
It's tricky trying to not kill things, especially later on when you have cat form and air dash, and you do the roll jump cancels, because you can dash into enemies and the melee hitbox is still active, so you dash into enemies and kill them, which can happen in like subterranean graves, which is something I made sure to avoid as much as possible. Ah, it is it is a very different run to play. Oh yeah. Mm.
Oh, I do want to ask, so routing. So did obviously DreamFox you knew the routing, but you did do the door skip. So did you like change any of that?
I'm change. It's basically the uh, AVIB routing, like just adapting the new AVIB route and incorporating that into all achievements, because that's basically this route. Like this entire category is basically the AVIB route, and then you do some extra stuff in addition to that. So when I updated the AVIB route to use the doorscape, I just transferred that over to all achievements. So that was something I had from that.
Okay, because I think Google or you took the more
Legacy.
legacy, yeah, where
Yeah.
you took the long climb up the ladder instead.
Yeah, I didn't mess with any of that.
Yeah, that is one thing that I'm sad to see go, climbing up that ladder. It it is a it's an iconic ladder to climb up, and yeah, I should go back to a category that still does that. It's a climbing up the ladder fast is a very interesting skill, because like I have a certain rhythm I tap to when I try to climb the ladder fast, and you can lose a lot of time if you just don't know what you're doing. It's such a weird thing, but it's also a very fun thing.
Sure, I don't know if I agree with that, but you know I don't do that router, so I'll refrain from disagreeing.
And I have some of my viewers, they really like ladder boss, and they do not like that I have routed ladder boss out of the runs I do.
I got a couple that like it, so
Yeah, and there are some rooms that have some really nice movement in all achievements, but most of it is also in the AVIB route. Like most of the movement in Cinder Chambers, that has some really fun movement here in AVIB and all achievements that, yeah, more people should experience it. Especially the room in the bottom left. After you defeat Arsonist and get the air dash, then you go to a room in the bottom left to pick up the Cinder key and a bug. The movement is that in that room is that's one of my favorite rooms in the entire game, and I wish more people played those runs, because yeah, it's just some
true.
good moment.
True.
Mm.
Very true.
I do eventually need to do that, but you know I have things in the queue first before I
Yeah.
even get to Alvib.
Yeah, that is a common thing.
Did you have any other like thoughts of like some? I'm sure I missed so much about all achievements. Was there any other like big things that like just separate it that make it interesting for you guys?
I mean, it is a bit much at times. I would say that it's not super like a lot more fun to run this over AVIB. I think AVIB is a more solid route, or a solid category in general. This one was more a fun routing experience, even though I didn't do a lot of the routing. It was mostly Ladnok and Pala that did the routing. But yeah, it's more of that's what I say. More of the value of this category lies just theory crafting, how to do it all as efficiently as possible.
Mm. It really is just like Ava, but a little bit extra. Just a
Yeah.
little bit more if you ever wanted it. And there's a few times where it can be a little unintuitive with like pacifist or like just some areas, period. just don't like quite flow like you'd expect them to in other areas. But for the most part, yeah, it's just a little bit extra with Avib. And Avib's already fun, so it was fun to practice the round practice movement for it.
Nice. I don't think this would be something I ever wanted to run, but it seems like a terrible run for resetting. But you know,
Oh, yeah,
all power
especially.
to you guys for being able to pull out these times.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I've been sitting here just quiet and salty, and everybody knows that. And it's true. I didn't do good today, and I was kind of just in a bad mood because I was not warmed up. So
I think you did good. I think you just maybe
I did
are
PB.
putting higher standards than
But if I had
maybe
to,
other people would put on themselves.
if I
in this
had to say
situation.
anything, as to why I'm being so quiet, it's just that, and it's fine. I can work on this time some more. I didn't give it the practice that I should have, so as such. But yeah, I'm a little tilted, honestly.
If we end up in a rematch in the tournament, we will not do all achievements again.
No, we can if you want to.
I'm not sure.
Literally the only thing is just warm up. I was playing every other game. That's it. You know, it's on me. But I wasn't ready.
I was also feeling pretty bad up until like we had scheduled to do this match last week, but then I got sick, and I was feeling kind of terrible about it because I had been practicing so little. And then I was like, Googler, oh, we have planned this. Like, I have to practice. I have to put up a good show here. I can't just say, oh, let's do this and not practice. That would be very disrespectful. So, but yeah, I'm happy in the end with the time I managed to get here, because like it is a very difficult round. My PB is like 38 and 23 or something, and around a 40-minute time is really, really good. I don't know how I managed to get the time I got, because that was like, oh, the route is complete, let's do a run. And I got one deathless that is kind of solid and hard to beat. Oh, so yeah, I missed.
Yeah, it's pretty good looking at it now.
Yeah, and that was before the door clip reroute, which I don't know how much it saves, but I would guess at least 30 seconds, the ladder climb.
It's
It
gotta be a
should,
lot.
yeah.
As you have to go up the ladder and then around too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also grabbed the vitality fragment first instead of second. So you like, yeah, I would be surprised if it wasn't even like a little more than 30 seconds.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, we'll see what category we raise in next time, or if we meet again in the tournament.
Yeah, I guess that is an upset. So I guess I should look at the bracket, see how this changes things.
Yeah, I know where I'm going actually.
Yeah, so DreamFox is gonna be in the, what is that? Semifinals, I guess, for sure. And then Googler, you're gonna be at the top of the losers round. So once we finally sort like the losers bracket, or the alternate success bracket is kind of far behind. So once rounds 3, 4, and 5 happen, you'll be on round 6. So you have like a while until you have.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 10 years. Oh my god.
And then yeah, it'll be the winner of that. Like once that happens, you could just face off against DreamFox right again, assuming you win. So yeah,
just like last time.
Just like last time.
Just like last time.
Oh.
But yeah, that's about all I had for questions. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say before we, leave?
I don't think so.
Yes, GG, and thank you for participating in this all achievements race. It started out as half joke when people start, oh, want to do AB when we match up, and yeah, I am happy that you followed through on my half serious joke.
Well, I was just committed to it, period. Right.
Yeah.
Whether it went good or not, I wanted to do it. Right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep playing it afterwards. So hey, was no sweat off my shoulder, however the phrase is.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for playing with me.
Ah. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with today and all good for now.
Ditto.
Awesome. Well then, thank you, Speed Gaming, for having us. And also, just thanks in general, everyone involved in this tournament. It's been a blast. It'll continue to go at a snail's pace, maybe, but it'll continue. And yeah, we'll see everyone at the next match, which is hopefully going to be next week, I think. So, yeah,
Should be.
just I guess thanks everyone, and yeah, we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Have a good one, everybody.
Ha det bra!